find shelter.
You just came from shelter.
I should never have doubted you, Dad.
Silly
I
Lara.
wasn't there when you needed me most. I'm sorry. I'll make them see that you were right all along. That you sought the truth, not fairy tales. I'll make it right, Dad. I promise.
Lara, it's time. Jonah's waiting.
Jonah.
Okay, what do we got? Research base. Challenge, strongboxes, relics, documents, murals. All the things. I mean, you definitely do that, but why wouldn't you do this? What reason is there to be... Whoop! Hello. Oh, and let me... You might not have the grappling hook yet. Makes me wonder if I missed anything by taking the high ground. Oh, you've got ice in your hair. Should fix that up. Shake it up. Wait, did she actually shake that out? What's the point of that? It's just to trick you. Oh, this is still research base. Oh, man. Follow Sophia's path to Trinity base. No, Lawrence. Bad Lawrence.
Jonah must be up there somewhere.
Extraordinary. The divine source. It's in the center of the old city, buried beneath the ice.
Then it's time to move. I will notify the dig teams and prepare the transports.
Our men encountered the Deathless Ones in the archive. This will not be easy, brother.
The holy path is not meant to be easy.
Are the men aware of what they will face?
No. But they are prepared to fight and to die for the cause. That's all we need from them.
They're going to fight and try to kill that which cannot be killed.
Constantine, now that we're so close to the end...
We've only just begun.
I'm afraid Trinity is just using us. What if they don't intend to let you keep the source? We should prepare for...
No! You must have faith. I wasn't chosen by Trinity. Once the source is mine, it won't matter what they want. I will lead God's immortal army. And you shall live.
Constantine, the prisoner is awake and ready for questioning.
I'm on my way.
Oh no. Avoiding the arrows. Oh, are we gonna get attacked by a bear?
Tracks.
Deer turned its head at the... This guy said, moo! Oh, we're full. Give that experience, boys. There was 2 XP there. Hey Arrow, how you doing, man?
Everything looks clear. Keep your eyes open.
We expecting
I remember reading a negative review because of lack of aim assist for console players.
Command wants everyone on
I think that's a
high
fair
alert.
criticism.
Why don't they just kill him?
You might still know something, but Constantine will find out soon enough.
I got heaps more respect for someone who's willing to write a review and say, I'm putting this down negative because I'm a console player and there was an aim assist. Like, it's short, sweet, explains why they want to give it a negative one, and it doesn't give an opinion based on what someone thinks other people are going to think. Serves them right for not getting a proper computer. Yeah, fair enough. Where I dislike the other the negative reviews is when people put down reasons why because they think it's the benefit of other people. Like, you should be having this for other people. It's like, no, write it based on yourself. You're great today? That's good. So we won't focus on any of the days that weren't great then. But let's focus on making tomorrow great as well. I need a campsite. What was it? Like there was a negative review I read. I think it was Terraria. And I got given a negative review because the release cost was higher than the early access cost. They didn't like the 2D view.
What happened? Truck was too heavy. The bridge collapsed.
I think that's a valid enough reason for someone to say why they didn't like the game, but I don't think writing a negative review. See, I guess that's how else do you put it? You can't if you didn't like it.
Hard to say. Constantine just gave a general order to prepare. Intruder! I'm under fire.
But
let's go.
You know, you kind of know it's a 2D game before you before you buy it.
This ends here and now.
The PC Master Race? Yeah. I mean, I'm playing this on PC with controller. But just then I swapped, I picked up my mouse to aim. The funny thing is too, like, why there isn't a trackball controller? Oh, there was. I don't know if you can still get them. You could probably find, like, you can get bespoke input devices, and if you're willing to pay for it. And there are some other devices you can get that are not common. But like, so there is a trackball controller you can find. It's for people that have common with people with carpal tunnel. They're more expensive and there's less options. But trackball's not as responsive as a mouse either. Right. It's designed to help people that want to use a computer for work, you know, be able to still do stuff.
What happened back there?
Bridge collapsed. Looks like we're gonna have to fly out the rest of the cargo.
Hope they found something up there. Getting sick of this place.
Patience. If we succeed here, we...
Motion is becoming more common and feasible. Motion capture is going to do
Who goes there?
almost nothing for Tomb Raider.
Got her! She's there!
Fire! Now!
Taking fire! He's hit! I got him! Taking position! I'm under fire! Someone kill her already! I'm under fire!
Motion capture equals the... I know what motion capture is. You don't have to explain to me. It still doesn't work for games. That's my industry. Tell you what mocap is. Oh, you're answering Arrow. Fair enough. Motion capture is not that simple. That's one aspect of it with the dance things. So there's like fine motor mocap, and then large scale, and then multi-directional. There's the stuff that you see for animation rigging, which is like large scale rooms. You see people wearing like the grey or green outfits with all the ping pong balls on them. It definitely does work a lot better to today's standards, but there's still an issue that there's specific motion capture devices that will do their job very well and can somewhat do the other one. The Xbox Kinetic, yeah, it was pretty good. So for computer-aided stuff, you get general motion capture stuff, like so with Dance works really well. But then they have different devices that are really good at, like some of them are really good at picking up fine motor control. Right? So the camera is more focused in on where your fingers are and your thumb, and can get really good fine detail. Because that, like, think of it like a taking a photo. You know, different cameras and different focal points. Right? So the camera that is, like in that instance, the one that's designed to do fine motor stuff, it's good at that. And it can probably do the general body thing, where it can track other points, like the software can track like elbow points and shoulders and whatnot. But it doesn't do it as well as like an in-home, you know, general body one. But an in-home general body one's not going to be able to do the fine motor stuff as well. It'll be able to track finger movements and stuff, but you know, kind of don't want to do it with that. And you don't really want to be running both of them at the same time, because that now starts getting really CPU intensive. Projection keyboards. Yeah, I mean, I've worked with projection keyboards. If you don't try to fool the system and be like, it doesn't work, I got away with something, they'll work quite well. They'll never be as fast as an actual keyboard, but you can design them for people that like it's an accessibility thing. You can have them set up for people that don't have the capabilities of using a real keyboard. You know, and it's cheaper than making a bespoke physical board, because by having a projection keyboard, the software that works well, now multiple people can use that, and someone can just set it up differently for them. projection mice are really bad. Okay, there's potential, but they are really bad. It's almost as bad as using because you got to think why someone's using something like that, and for the most part, it's either a disability, either just genetic or birth disability, or an accident. Something's happened, whether it be a trauma or whatever. Someone's in a position where they physically can't handle a mouse. So handling a virtual mouse is causing just the same amount of problem because they can't make the movements. Whereas the projection keyboard works because all they've got to do is sort of get to that point. So the projection mouse feels like using a projection WASD or projection arrow keys. He thought the Snowmobile was my PC fan. No, the PC fan's been good. I cleaned it. There was a very specific blade that had some dust in like a build-up in a corner of dust and stuff. And once I got rid of that, it wasn't unbalancing anymore.
Anna must be close.
What's the best way? If anyone's played Kingdom Come Deliverance, a projection mouse feels as good as the Swordplay in that. There you go. No, it feels worse than that. Which I thought I'd never say anything's worse than the Swordplay in KCD, but yeah, there it is. My name's Henry. I'm hungry. Yeah. What they did is they programmed the mouse to be the hand of the player holding a sword. So if you move the sword forward, the problem is the mouse is two-dimensional. A sword in a game is not. So they tried to configure it with different combinations of movements to like increase the. It's just bad. And a lot of people you've just got to get used to it. It's like, it's not what happens. You don't get better because you get used to it. Your character levels up, and his basic chunky thwonk now just gets through armor and stuff. Your flatmate 3 days ago, cases of fun, you have to be patient. Yeah, that's not what happens. What happens is your character levels up to the point now that your level 10 character can flail about with a sword and kill a level 4 character. Because you out-leveled them. It's got nothing to do with you getting better. Ask anyone that played it to the point where they thought they got good, they beat the game, they put a lot of hours in, get them to start a new character and go again, and they suck again. Whereas in a lot of... I try not to be too judgmental on games. I fail quite a lot. When I start playing a new game, because I know that I've got to get used to the timing of that game, the feel of the controls, and just some of the general... your understanding of how to play, right? And usually once you're X amount of hours in, depending on how you play, whether it be 10 or 20, 30, whatever, or even if you finish the game and you go back and do the beginning again, you're much better, right? Because you've been practiced with the game. You know the feel, you know how it goes. That's a design of a good built, potential good built system. Because that way it wasn't... it was just the player having to get used to it, and that's acceptable. But when you go back and you've put a lot of hours in and you still suck,
Demolition crews
well, you go
are
back to
already
sucking
back
again,
up.
but you were good.
Never
That just
thought
meant
I'd
that the system played more.
Keep it down. Most of these hired guns have no idea what's coming. If we
Can I
succeed,
pull him into the
they'll
water?
be the first.
Please let me pull him into the water. Oh, yes! If you forgot anything and skill did not increase by 20%, well, that means you would still be bad, right? So if you're playing a game and you got to the point where you go like, okay, I'm good now, and you immediately go back to the start, you'd still be good, right? But if you're playing and you're like, hey, I'm playing really well, I'm going to go back and see what the start's like now, and you suck again, you know, and then you go back to the save file where you're good, and you're good again. After 500 hours of CS, you're still hardcore noob. Yeah, but we're talking about when a game system like with RPG where it has levels. If you get good just because your character leveled up, that's the issue. Counter-Strike is a game where your character doesn't level up and get better, right? A lot of Souls-style games are like that, where at the start you're wandering around getting absolutely thwomped. And some of it's because you usually, I find for me, it's because I've pushed on a little bit too fast. Because I could beat the regular enemies, we beat one boss, let's push on, and now we're just getting obliterated. But sometimes it's just because the pacing's just a little different to the previous one you played.
Were you with Constantine down in
Oh, congrats, Lara. It's cool, man.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mess.
Croft?
Constantine didn't expect to find her in there. She managed to bring the whole tune down on our heads.
Thorn in his side, that one.
Speaking of Croft, she's still out there.
They still want her alive?
Not anymore. She's too much trouble.
They should have killed her when they had a chance.
She was useful for a time. Let us hear, right?
Think Trinity was trying to recruit her?
It's not our place to speculate. Orders are clear. We see her, we shoot to kill.
Taking position! Fire back! He's dead! Under fire! Let's finish this!
Now you just need 70 plus more average views per partner. No, you need 70 plus more average views to apply for partnership. It's not automatic, no. The standard meme is you need 70 plus more average views to get denied partnership. Multiple months in a row. Thank goodness for IT guys being able to take remote control of computers. Yeah, and it's really convenient when they call you up and they say, hey, if you want to check your event viewer, you'll see all these microviruses. Now, get me onto TeamViewer so I can lock you out of your computer and scam you out of your banking... Oh, wait, I've gone too far on my script. You used to be able to apply earlier. You used to just be able to apply. But they put that minimum on to stop people from just applying so that they didn't have to deny so many partnership applications on a regular basis. The last one I called, I actually said, when they called up and they said, hey, you've got these micro, I said, okay, after I look at the event viewer, do you want me to download TeamView or I can't remember, something else that they'd been calling so frequently that I knew like 3 or 4 of them at the time that they were asking. And the girl's like, oh, I don't understand. I'm like, which one of these screen sharing program do you want me to download so you can try to trick me into giving you control so that you can put a WinSys password on my computer and lock me out and then scam me for thousands of dollars. And she's like, no, sir, I'm calling from Microsoft. You've got all these... I'm like, they're not microviruses. So you can either hang up now, or I can go make a cup of tea and leave you here. And then I put the phone down. Three-month hot tub streams, and they like you? No.
A pendant? No. A modern reliquary. There's a small human bone inside.
So... there's games with
Saint
drops.
Peregrine. Patron of the terminally ill.
Thanks, Walsa. How you doing, man? I don't get annoyed with them anymore. I figure if I can let them know that I know that they're a scam, and get them to consciously disconnect themselves, they call back less often. Right? Whereas if you just sort of hang up yourself, because most of them are using auto dial software, the computer doesn't register that you're someone that they're not going to get a chance at, so you could get called back again.
We stand now on the very cusp of a new world. The divine source has been located. Croft, while still alive, has been effectively neutralized. But Anna grows weaker by the hour. Her voice, that voice I've known my whole life, is starting to falter. I asked her if she remembers that night. The first night that God carved purpose into my hands. The night that he chose me. She said she did. And then she smiled. And said that we would have
I hate phone scam stories too, man.
Once this ordeal is over. For her, I stay strong. In the old city, we will find the divine source. I will save my sister. And together, we will save this world from itself.
I think the worst thing is that any scam is bad, right? But when you're specifically targeting elderly, like, you're just a piece of human trash. And I don't care if you live in a country where time's tough and you've got to feed your grandparents and your brother and sister and their 10 kids and whatever. You're targeting the elderly. You are human trash. End of story. Right? Or, sometimes they're targeting, people with mental disabilities. And they might say, "Oh, we're not we call everyone." It's like, yeah, but it's designed to, like, get past the defenses of most able-thinking people. And feed on, like, paranoia of people that don't know better. Do you guys still have that on your phone lines? Where if your phone is off the hook for too long, you get that very obnoxious... I know the noise. Well, that's the thing too. They told her a child got into an accident, right? Whereas as a parent, if someone called up and told me my child was in an accident, I'd be worried and wanting to do something. But I'm also in a position where I'm a bit more aware to be like, okay, who can I call in my network to help me verify this or to help my child? First thing, I'd call my wife, my kid's mum, Mrs. Panz. Get some details. But whereas if someone called my nan and told them something like that, she would freak out. Yeah. The other thing too is they want large sums of cash and they'll give you ways and stories of how you can send the cash so it doesn't get detected. And anyone younger doesn't deal with that much cash. Whereas for, people that are from a generation that cash and check were how you did business, it doesn't feel that weird. The other one is buying the buying of gift cards.
I won't die in this godforsaken valley. My faith is strong. My will is strong. Even if my mind keeps wandering away. In our youth, Constantine and I in our youth.
Oh yeah, you've got to pay for the
child.
The middleman charges.
Always wondering, always
what's it
questioning, afraid of what the future might hold. Afraid that he might never find his purpose.
It's like an escrow type of thing almost.
His hand, the night I whispered into his ear, I made him. I saved him. He believed it to be the work of God, just as I'd hoped. Now I need him to save me. And if in the end he can't, then I'll save myself.
Yeah, like especially if it's a physical, like if they're telling someone you've won $1 million cash, you need to pay for a security van to bring it to you. It'd be like, no, just take it to a bank, dude. Like, just bank it. Don't withdraw it.
Got up close this time. Figured when I find you, maybe I'll have learned something that'll help.
It's common to win cash.
Here's what I
Maybe
know.
where you live, but not the rest of the world.
There's an operation here.
I don't know anywhere where it's common to win cash that you never signed up for.
Soldiers, no insignia, no nothing. All holed up in this old Russian facility. Looks like it was once one of those awful gulag
Because of taxes? That sounds illegal then. So that doesn't sound common.
Thinking you needed me, Lara, but Christ, how backwards is that? Before too long, I might be the one who needs rescuing. I hope to God you're still alive and can hear this. I'll stay out of sight as long as I can, but it's getting pretty damn cold out here.
Cash is tax-free? Only if you don't declare it, which is illegal. And also not common. Like, how many people do you know that win large enough amounts of cash to pay tax on without ever signing up for anything themselves? Cash wins, like, yeah, but that's not common though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't.
This is becoming tiresome. Just give in to God's will. If you're gonna start preaching,
Jonah!
I mean, it might be different where you are, but slot machines over here and lottery tickets, like the instant win lottery tickets, can only pay out up to a certain amount. So if you, I don't know what the amount is. Like if you win $50 on a slot machine, they'll pay out the $50, right? In coins. Which you could go to the cashier and they'll change it to a $50 note. Whereas if you have an instant win lottery ticket and you get $50, you take it to the lottery place, they'll give you $50. But at some point, they won't give you the cash. You have to go to a, like at the casino, or if you get a big jackpot at, well, over here, the state I live in only has the casino. On the eastern states where they have slot machines in pubs and things, if you win a certain amount, I don't know exactly what happens, so they don't give you the cash. It's through the whatever the lotteries department is or whatnot. There's one on the map and I can't see it. But if you have a scratch and win lottery ticket, you have to actually take it to their head office and sort out bank details and stuff. Yeah, we don't do the pension thing with the big payout. I know the States does it and other countries do it. But we don't have the the American one. I remember hearing about it. It was something like you win the $100 million, right? And you have to choose. You can get half of it now, or all of it in a pension.
A rifle shell. But there's something unusual about this one.
There's initials on it or something, right? Which is, it's kind of scammy because majority of people are just going to go, give me the payout now. Like, it's $200 million. I'll take $100 million right now. That's it, life over. It's like, but obviously you only get half. Taking the pension's better. Well, it might not be better. You might really need, $100 million right now. Oh, this is the one you took forever to get? Some of them are pretty bad.
Latin engraving on the end. Kill them all. God will know his own.
Sorry, Kizra. How much stuff do I need? Okay, we've got all the relics. I only need one more document. Need a lot of other stuff, though. Oh, that's randomly triggering, yeah. There's a line in the Mass Effect, in the party DLC. Trainer came up to our apartment, and Specialist Trainer, you guys remember Specialist Trainer, and she saw the hot tub. And she's like, oh, do you mind? And because we sort of brushed her off as strictly personal, we stood outside while she stripped down and got in the hot tub. She's like, oh, there's a bag of girly things here. Right? She gives us the initials for the girl that was the lady that Admiral Anderson was having a thing for. And she's like, oh, there's like bath oils and loofahs and things. Oh, and she's got an impressive selection of massage wands. Oh, that's where it ended. Product reveal, the massage wands. In the Panz tub. Worst ending to it. Weren't you here for the live one though, Bonfire? Didn't you point out that it didn't look like a bathing suit?
Negative. We're moving on to the next phase of the operation. Just get prepped to move.
Over there! I see you!
I did that with the little controlling knob. Although she was, we can only assume she was wearing military issue undergarments. Because when we decided to have special bonding time with Lara, Turns out that Shepard was wearing the exact same, not a bathing suit. Well, it's not my story. My story was just retelling the Mass Effect story. I mean, if it was military issues, sign me up to that. Okay, don't go too fast, Lawrence. We've got to try and see if there's any artifacts we need to pick up. Break the immersion. Whoa, Lawrence. Although we did find out that it's the N7 suit that Shepard has was clearly padded for her chest protection. She was definitely a lot more justice than plot. Although I'm sure the internet's fixed that for us. I don't know, man. I think that was all there. Yeah, I don't think she needed the padded on the booty. I think that was... No comment. Oh, look. So, whoever was in charge of placing the maps and the bags, like employee of the game, like that is like every time I walk around a corner, I see a bag or a map in a spot like that. I just I'm thinking of the DiCaprio gift, you know, that I won't clap loud in the microphone. Hang on, mute. Like, it is just, they've all been perfect. Yeah, like that is, this is intern of the year has done this, I think. I think that's what they've done. I think they've given an intern the spot of putting the bags down. It's someone who's gone on to actually be something. Now, for those of you unaware, the bags and the maps will put some secrets, if you haven't already found them, on your map. There you go. They're flashing now. The ones that are flashing have just been revealed. Right? And it's not random. They're specifically tied to that bag. So the bags are somewhere where you could possibly find them if you just look a little bit. Pretty much in plain sight, but, you know, we had to walk around the corner. Or we had to see it sliding down the thing, which I didn't. I saw it when I walked around the corner and then went back and had a look. It's such a great design, and it's been, you know, implemented well. Lawrence. Talent does it. No. Whoever did it, like, honestly, like, the thought of doing something like the bags is great. But making sure they're in a spot where they're not stupidly obvious but they shouldn't be hidden. Right, here we go. Oh no, this is a thing. I thought that was going to be a map.
Lara, thank God. I think I found your tracks. I knew you were alive. It would take more than 1,000 tons of ice and snow to take out my little bird. There's something
That's a lot of
strange going
ice
on
and
in
snow.
the woods, and it's not Trinity. There's someone else watching me from the trees. I had some food in my pack, old energy bars mostly, but I'm running low. I slept inside a dead log last night, and when I woke up this morning, there was a present waiting for me. Dried meat, some berries, all wrapped up in deerskin. I thought I was dreaming at first, but there's someone looking out for me here. Hope they're looking out for you too.
Well, actually, I can give that immersion back. Here's some knowledge, Arrow. Batteries survive longer in the cold. You should act if you really want to. You don't need to. It's a little bit of an urban legend, but there is scientific truth to it. Storing your batteries in the fridge will preserve their life longer. Now, for modern batteries, it is so minimal it doesn't matter. But yeah, they will stay more charged in cold, or lose less charge in cold. There's science behind it. I can't remember what it was. Why do car batteries die in winter? I don't know. You'd have to Google that one. Probably from engines not starting, and so people over hitting the starter motor and having it go and it being an engine issue more than anything. And then the battery's now dead because you tried to start your car 20 times.
I admire you. I do. But even my patience has limits. Tell me what you know.
Or possibly because they're car batteries and not AA batteries.
Please, please.
Do it,
no.
Jonah.
Don't listen to him!
I was only doing what I believed was right.
Jonah!
Sweep the cell blocks. Kill everyone.
Sorry. I should have killed him.
Yes, you should have.
But he was unarmed, I just couldn't.
No, he wasn't unarmed.
Shh. You shouldn't have to.
By sheer virtue of the fact that he stabbed you, he had a weapon.
Sorry for getting you into this mess.
I thought I could keep up.
They're coming. We're surrounded.
Jonah.
This time I've got your back.
He's dying. We don't have much time.
Bar the door.
Units respond. We've got to deal with her.
We're almost in position. Not seeing the target yet. Waiting for orders.
Stay in position. Get ready. She's dangerous.
Roger.
I know that you like to read the archaeological journals now, but I urge you that if you see
the bullets weakened it.
less than pleasant about me, to ignore it. There are those who simply do not understand the work I'm doing here. Perhaps they're even frightened by it, but their fear and stupidity is not my concern, and neither should it be yours. I will explain everything in good time, my darling girl.
The people that were frightened, were they Trinity? You never told me. I guess it doesn't matter now anyway. They found their way to me. Now I'm going to have to deal with them.
I need special bars. Where do I get special bars from? Oh, look, that's a use for antlers. Oh, and the refinement tool, okay. I think also, too, like, the bullet might have gone through, but the window is reinforced, so the bullet's not going to have it all crashing down because of the wire running through it. Whereas once it's structurally broken, the fire extinguisher could like push it out. Probably not the way that Lawrence did it just then, but something. Yeah, I've got to be the immersion saver, right? You're too fragile and critical to get through the immersion breaking commentary. Lawrence, this doesn't look safe.
Command, we are in position and have visual on target.
Got to take them out.
Wait, they have a visual on me?
Oh, shit.
How a bag of sand can stop bullets, but you can poke your finger through it? I think Oobleck is the best response.
Contact! Keep me covered, fire!
Wait, why didn't she just open, like, right then and there, there are 3 guys running away from her. She could have just... Oh, don't do that, Lawrence.
What now?
Oh. Accidentally killed the guy. I mean, I'll take it. It's not the self-defense we were looking for, but using the wrong arrow, setting a dude on fire, and having that fire explode someone else, I'm totally down with. actually think I killed him with the arrow. The poison was overkill. Oh yeah, sorry. Were you talking about your coffee bean picking interview?
I repeat, we have visual on the target.
Like, you actually going to be a bean picker, or are you going to be a bean counter for the bean pickers?
Damn it!
Oh, Lawrence, they've got red smoke. That's so much.
Confirmed heat sink. Ready to engage.
Roger.
Grenade out!
What the hell's going on?
Surrounded. Got to do this carefully.
Now you're curious about coffee beans who are harvesting? Some monkey in Central America eats them and poops them out, and you wash the poop off them. Monkey poop coffee is a thing. Apparently monkey poop coffee is the expensive thing.
Found her.
Oh, it's a civet. You looked that up, right? Civet poop coffee, there you go. I'm not a coffee drinker. Like, I actually hate the flavour of coffee with a red hot passion of 1,000 burning suns or something like that. I can't remember. Oh, really?
What happened?
She just disappeared. It's gotta be the water.
Surrounded. Got to do this carefully.
We'll never find her.
Clear.
This is AI at its best, man. All three of them are scrambling to look at the exact same corner. The artificial stupidity syndrome. System, artificial stupidity system. Simulator, it works as well, yeah. Artificial stupidity something.
This one's clear.
Oh, that's brutal, Lawrence. No, it's going to be artificial because it's it's against artificial intelligence or opposing artificial intelligence. I like where your head's at though.
Nothing over here. I see you.
Oh, easy there. We got 2 guys left, we think? Wait, that's more than 2 guys, right? Why is there more than 2 guys? That's potentially like 5 guys up in there. Game's got a lot of A. It used to have a lot of T as well, but they got rid of that for some reason. Yeah, that's the key to remember, is that artificial intelligence in games, it more than anything needs to be consistent and not break, but not actually smart. Right? Because otherwise it would be too hard. You know, having team-based combat, having all the enemies focus fire your healer, that would suck, you know, or focus fire anyone would suck, because chances are they're going to kill it on their turn. Just get a little bit closer, dude. There's just too many eyes. I wonder if I went into another room, and that's why there's more people. Like, I went pretty far away from this hole. Was Garrus just space Alistair? Yes, but Alistair was the tank. So the problem with having a tank that dies all the time is that everyone else dies. Having Garrus die as DPS just made you laugh. Also, the very first stealth kill you get, I think Lawrence just takes too long to get him in the water. I don't even think she does take too long to get him in the water. I think they wouldn't see because he's low enough, but because the animation's still technically going, the game gives them a oh, we can see what's going on. Like they're making all the calls as if they can see us and stuff, but... One of these guys away. Dang it. Someone get a visual.
She's there.
Let's get away from the hole, Lawrence. Okay, I actually healed up there. Yeah. Alright. One less. It's basically it. I think there's only the two of them. I think the extra beams we saw was just visual glitches. Or maybe there's more than two of them. He see me? It's kind of cool. It's a little tedious, but... Matsuo Basher, thanks for the raid. Welcome. We're just, dragon coming underwater. Oh, don't get shot, don't get shot. What were you playing today? Oh, you're playing Rides as well? Nice. Whereabouts are you at? We're fairly far through, I think. We're in the research base, is it? The research base, yeah. Is it only those two left? After the mines. Ah, okay. That's alright. I mean, I've taken my time sort of trying to find everything and collect all the things. And we're doing okay at that. Come here. Oh, man, he's... Dang it. After Jacob saves, so yeah, okay, we're a little bit further than that ahead. Yeah, I've been spending the time... So in the previous game, we waited till we got really close to the end and then we went around and found a lot of stuff. And that wasn't too bad. But this one I wanted to just sort of find the stuff after the zone, or what I thought we could. And so that's what we've been doing, is sort of finishing a zone, doing as much as we could, which we knew you had to wait for certain abilities or certain weapons. But we're on it now. We're on 100% at the moment, so yeah. Feels good. Oh, they're both over there.
Give me cover and fire!
Always one sees me, but if his mate's standing over here, maybe we can grab this guy. She really exposes herself there to get shot again by someone else. There we go.
Last one.
Oh, she just said last one, did she? You're all mine, buddy. I think you can with the breather, yeah. Haven't had any issues with it. My dude. Well, how am I supposed to... Is he standing halfway? This dude has to be crapping himself, right? Like, what does he think right now when there was 7 guys in this room? And now he's up there by himself. Artificial smooth brain. That doesn't sound like ass very well.
Oh God, no. Jonah.
Ooh, tea time.
Jonah.
Lara.
I'm here.
Lara. Listen to me.
Try not to move.
If I don't make it out of here...
Don't talk like that.
No, just listen. You can't blame yourself anymore. We all make our own choices.
His end is near.
No, he can't die.
We can help him.
How?
We must get him to the observatory, to Jacob.
It's not her dad.
Only Jacob can save Jonah now. We have to get him back to the observatory.
He's a friend zone friend.
Jacob, he's dying.
Let me attend to him. The Lord is your guardian, your protective shade at your right hand. The sun shall not harm you by day, nor moon by night. The Lord guard your soul from all evil. The Lord guard your going and coming, from now to all time.
You are now undead.
Keep pressure on the wound. Prepare him.
Zombona.
Jacob, you were shot. You are him, aren't you? The Deathless Prophet.
We're all deathless.
I can feel pain. I can be hurt. I am human. Save for a human ending.
And the Divine Source?
Something I found long ago. It is real and deeply powerful. But it is not divine.
So you've lied to them for generations.
I'm not proud of it. But I did it to protect them. I once used the Source to grant my armies their long lives. But it was a terrible mistake.
The ones I saw in the archive.
When enemies attacked Katesh, The Deathless Ones brought the ice from the mountain down upon the city. Thousands were killed. But they committed an atrocity to keep the power. And so will Trinity. But on a much larger scale.
That's not you. The man I've come to know would never harm his people.
Don't you see? All of this is my doing. And it must finally come to an end.
Father! They're on the move.
They're going to brute force their way into the ice.
Then we've already lost.
No. There has to be a way to stop them. Jacob, the map showed a secret entrance into the city.
Path of the Deathless. But it's too dangerous.
We're running out of time. You know I can't give up now.
If we can delay Trinity, that might just give us a chance.
I will take our forces and attack them on the ice.
Then it's time.
Hey, Zero Dawn crossover. Zergos, you missed it. the hidden path. It's just right here.
Ready. The entrance lies beneath the observatory. I will do what I can for your friend.